What's up, guys? It's your boy Effie with Any Action Sportscast, back for another official bets video, this time for UFC 291, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. I am super excited for this card. We have over 7 bets and 10 units bet on this card. We're looking to push our winning streak to 3 straight weeks, and we're looking to be profitable 6 out of the last 7 weeks, man. We're trying to stay hot during the summer, and I'm actually going to be at the fights in person, so I am extra stoked for this card, man. This card is so stacked. We have 2 prop bets, 4 moneyline bets, and 1 parlay. So without any further ado, let's get right into our bets. Starting with the props, our first bet, Miranda Maverick versus Cachoeira under 2.5 rounds at minus 110, 1.1 units to win 1. I like this bet because stylistically, I see Maverick ending the fight at any moment when she gets that takedown. A takedown that should come fairly easily, in my opinion, because Cachoeira has no takedown defense whatsoever. She also has no striking defense either, so that does help Maverick. But she also has a huge reach advantage over Maverick here, and the Maverick tends to struggle if she can't get her opponents down. So I can see a world where Maverick definitely finishes this fight off that first takedown she gets, via whether it be submission or ground and pound, or a fight where Maverick gets frustrated, can't land the takedowns, and gets clipped up by Priscilla Cachoeira, man. Priscilla Cachoeira had really good power in her last fight against Ariana Lipski, where she put her out early, and man, Zombie Girl is exactly that. She's gonna walk forward to land one, take one, eat one type fighter, and yeah, man, I think this fight ends before the cards. Give me under 2.5 rounds. Some random Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira, minus 110, 1.1 units to win 1. Our second prop bet is another total. We have Jan Blachowicz and Alexander Pereira under 2.5 rounds at minus 155, 1.55 units to win 1. I'm pretty confident in this matchup as well. Stylistically, I can see Alex Pereira finishing this fight in that very first exchange they have on the feet. Whereas I see Jan Blachowicz be able to get this fight on the mat and pound out Alex Pereira or even submit him. I understand Blachowicz is more of a striker in his own right, but even then he can knock out Pereira, man. Pereira is 36 years old, and he got knocked out viciously by Israel Adesanya just 3 months ago. 3 months ago, this guy was out cold on the canvas, man. Little bit of a rush coming back, in my opinion, going up a weight class. And like I said, Pereira, one of the most dangerous, deadly strikers in the world. He could knock out Blachowicz at any moment in this fight. I really doubt that this is going to go 12.5 minutes, man. I think that someone's going to get finished. Someone's going to get tired out at Elevation in Salt Lake City, and I think it's going to be Pereira. Give me the under 2.5 rounds in the co-main event, minus 155, 1.55 units to win 1. Now it's time for our 4 money line bets, guys. Our first one coming in on the night is Matthew Semmelsberger versus Uros Medic. We took Matthew, the Jedi, at minus 170, man. I'm happy I got in early because that line is ballooned all the way to minus 210, minus 220. And at that price, man, I don't know, more of a parlay piece at that point. But I do think that he's going to smoke Uros Medic in this fight. I put 1.5 units on this bet to win 0.88. And I feel like we're going to be able to snatch up a quick profit here because I think Semmelsberger is going to knock out Medic, man. Medic is a very slick, quick striker. I respect his striking ability, but I don't respect his strength of schedule and his durability, man. I don't know what he's going to look like in round 2 and 3 if this does get extended. Semmelsberger is durable enough to really push the fight to that, those later rounds. And Semmelsberger has way more power than Medic, man. I think that Semmelsberger is going to finish this fight early, man. This guy has, 7 knockdowns, 5 knockdowns in his last 2 fights alone. I think he's going to catch Medic, man. I don't think Medic is the best fighter off his back foot. Give me Matthew Semmelsberger minus 170, 1.5 units to win 0.88. I really do like fading Uros Medic here. The 155er going up on short notice to fight at 170 at Elevation. Give me Semmelsberger's money line. After that, a heavyweight bet, man, and I'll be honest, this is my biggest moneyline bet as far as exposure, and it's tough going against a power puncher like Derek Lewis. Give me Marcos Rogerio de Lima at minus 180, 1.8 units to win 1 to beat Derek the Black Beast Lewis, man. And this is a total fade on Derek Lewis, in my opinion. He's a total check collector, in my opinion. He's just gonna make weight, get that check, make quick 6 figures, and then we'll send it when it gets to the time to fight, man. This guy fades big time in his fights. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like De Lima is some sort of cardio machine either, but Derek Lewis might, faint on the way to the octagon after he climbs those 3 little steps he has to get to the cage. Because, bro, his volume is just not going to be there. After the first 5 minutes, I don't expect Derek Lewis to literally throw any strikes. Like, if this goes to the 3rd round, we might not see a strike thrown in that 3rd round. And the thing with this fight is Marcos Rogerio de Lima possesses the one skill that really does trouble Derek Lewis, and that's the lead leg kicks, man. He has vicious, quick leg kicks that are going to find the calf of Derek Lewis. They're going to immobilize him, and he's going to get caught. I think that Derek Lewis, obviously knockout or bust, most knockouts in the UFC, but he's getting up there in age, man. Like I said, I think that he's just collecting a check, and this is at elevation. It's all bad signs going to Derek Lewis. I respect his power, obviously, but give me Marcus Rogerio de Lima to piece him up, chop him down with those leg kicks, and eventually finish Derek Lewis in that first or second round. I'll be honest, my butt cheeks will be clenched during this in the arena, but give me Marcus Rogerio de Lima minus 180, 1.8 units to win one. His money line's around minus 200, so I'm glad to be a little bit of live movement there. And up next, man, we are betting on another pretty old fighter, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, to defeat Michel Pereira at minus 170, 1.25 units to win 0.73. Now, I could have got a better money line on this. I kind of lost some value on this. He's sitting around minus 150, minus 155 right now. And I would like to bet that as well, but I already have my bet, 1.25 units on him, and I think that he's going to style on Michel Pereira. I understand Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has a glaring hole in his game, and that's his grappling. He can get out-grappled to control and lose minutes on the mat via grappling, but that's not Michel Pereira, guys. He can do it maybe for 1, maybe 2 rounds at most, and if he does, I think that he's going to fade and get caught in that third. I think that Michel Pereira is going to give the fight that the fans want to see, and that's a stand-up 15-minute striking fight with probably the best, or one of the most sophisticated strikers in the entire UFC in Wonderboy Thompson. I understand he's 40 years old, but he looked good in his last fight, man. I can only go based off what I recently saw, and it was a fight against Kevin Holland, who I understand had a broken hand and still took down Wonderboy Thompson. But man, he was lighting him up. He looked slick. He looked fast. The speed was still there. The durability still there, and the volume was still there. Give me Michel Pereira to lose to Wonderboy Thompson at minus 170, 1.25 units to win 0.73. I think that we're gonna see the levels of striking here. I don't expect Wonderboy Thompson to fall off a cliff. Give me Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And our last money line bet, guys. Scared money don't make money, and that was my approach on 2 of these bets. I was a little bit scared to bet that random Maverick under, but scared money don't make money, like I just said. And I'm betting it here again. Jan Blachowicz minus 115, 1.15 units to defeat Alex Pereira to win 1 unit, guys. And listen, I respect Pereira's skill set. He's one of the best fighters in the UFC. But bro, like, you can't grapple. This dude cannot wrestle. This is crazy. Israel Adesanya was getting deep on the takedown attempts, even though it was getting pretty close to completing some. Bruno Silva completed a bunch against Pereira here, and Blachowicz is just way bigger and stronger in the clinch and the grappling than anyone Pereira has fought in the UFC so far. I understand Blachowicz has 3 takedowns in the last 9 years, and they're all in the same fight against Adesanya, who he outweighed by 20 pounds. I get it. He's more of a striker. This guy likes to strike, which is probably a bad idea against a world-class kickboxer with deadly power in Alex Pereira. But even then, guys, I think Alex Pereira is a little bit chinny, guys. In that fight that Alex Pereira beat Adesanya, he almost got slept, almost got knocked out in that very first round. He got saved by the bell. No one wants to talk about how he almost lost in the very first round against Adesanya. He almost got put out right away. And then he loses, ends up getting knocked out by Adesanya, a guy who had 2 knockouts in his last 9 wins. Kind of crazy, man. But I'll say it, guys. I don't know if it was a weight cut or what, but this dude was kind of chinny, dude. Like, this guy kind of reacts very badly every time he gets hit, as low-key suspect striking defense because he's so used to guys just dying when he puts it on him. Man, Blachowicz is durable. Only been knocked out twice in his entire career. Give me Jan Blachowicz, dude. I just think that he has more paths to win. And like I said, I respect Pereira, man. If Pereira does get that knockout early, hopefully I hit my under. But give me Jan Blachowicz, minus 115, 1.15 units to win 1. I am not scared of Poatan in this spot. Man, I can't wait for this fight. Give me Jan Blachowicz to win. And our last bet, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It is a parlay, our biggest bet of the night. We have Gabriel Bonfim at minus 325 parlayed with Miranda Maverick at minus 300. That comes up to a minus 134 ticket for 2.02 units to win 1.5. Now, I messed up betting this because I could have got a better money line on Maverick. Her money line sitting around minus 250 right now, which definitely sucks to see because I would have liked to, push that line a little bit down a little bit. But I think that she smokes Cachoeira here. I'm kind of surprised that the money line's moving this way. Money coming in on Cachoeira, other than the reach and obviously the striking, I think that she's going to get crushed, man. I think that Cachoeira's striking and grappling defense is so bad that someone coming in on short notice at minus 300 in Miranda Maverick, who just lost recently, is justified, dude. I think that her skill set is what matches up with Cachoeira's weaknesses. So I think that once Maverick gets that body lock, gets her hands connected and clapped, Cachoeira is going to go for a ride. She's going to get taken down. 3 takedowns is all it takes to win this fight, and 1 takedown might be all it takes to win the entire fight, because I think that she could pass the guard, get into a good position, get mount, and either pound her out or snatch that neck up on the way up. from Cachoeira. So give me Miranda Maverick parlayed with Gabriel Bonfim. Gabriel Bonfim's fighting Trevin Giles, who is a good fighter, good UFC fighter, well-rounded, has good experience. But I think that he's going to get submitted big time in this fight. Bonfim is a very good submission artist and a very good striker. That's the thing. He has the type of pressure where he likes to go forward, slick striking, good boxing, and it makes the opponents uncomfortable to where they shoot out of desperation and they get their neck snatched up. Dude, this guy almost got guillotined in his Dana White Contender Series fight, and he ended up pulling up a Von Flue choke. Like, this guy is very calm on the mat, very calm off his back. 24 years old, maybe 25. Super young, but super, like, confident, super calm in the octagon. Looks like he knows what he's doing. Very cerebral. I like this kid. Trevin Giles has burned me in the past, so I have no problem fading him here. He does have that good jab of his, but I think that he's going to fade late, especially here in elevation. Give me the younger prospect here, Bonfim, at minus 325 parlayed with Maverick, minus 134, 2.02 units to a 1.5, guys. So that's it for my bets. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We're trying to make it 3 weeks in a row. We just hit 240 subscribers, so I really appreciate that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my bets, and I'll be at the fights going crazy. I probably will throw some degenerate actions, $10 here, $10 there on every fight, so I can have some action on every fight. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Do me a favor, like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my bets. Let's keep this streak going, and let's stay hot. See you guys next week. Peace.